Hello and welcome to a narrated video tour for 19 Shaw Crescent in Halifax, Nova Scotia. This area is known as Jollymore and it is a fantastic, wonderfully quiet and family-focused area. In the immediate area, including this property, these are executive homes, fully detached. And in the local area, we have parks, trails, lakes, wonderful schools, highway access, public transit. You're about a 15-minute drive to downtown Halifax, depending on time of day and traffic patterns. But it's just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful area. So just do a quick 360 here. So as you can see, other executive homes, nice and mature trees. Just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful area. And a lot of the parks and trails around here are just very well known in Halifax, one of which is called the Frog Pond. So a beautiful walking trail around a pond. You can skate on it in the wintertime, amongst many other beautiful things. All right, so what we'll do is we'll walk around the outside first and then we'll go inside. This is a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home. It's been freshly painted on the inside. We have lots of upgrades, including parts of the kitchen, vinyl windows, and one of the other exciting things is that we're just about to install 2 ductless heat pumps, which I'll explain when we go inside. It is heated with oil right now, but again, those ductless heat pumps are going to come in very, very handy, and I'll show you where they are going to be installed, and I'll talk more about that when we head inside. So the tenant pays for all utilities. So again, heat and hot water are provided by oil as it is right now. And then we have estimates of what those oil costs will cost on a monthly basis, budgetary basis. But again, those heat pumps are going to start to offset those oil costs as soon as they're installed. So the utilities are power, water, and oil. And like I said, we'll have estimates for power and oil in the full ad itself. So let's start the tour. So what we have here is a nice wide paved driveway, lots of room for multiple vehicles, no problems at all. We have a built-in double car garage. We'll be going in there in a moment. The exterior is brick and vinyl. And we have a wraparound front porch here, and we have a rear deck. So we'll go around back first, and we'll actually access the front porch when we go inside. So there's automatic garage door openers with remotes. So walking around to the side of the property now. This is a window that goes into the laundry area. That'll make sense when we go inside. And as we come around, really nice rear deck. That's another window into your laundry room area. This is just off the kitchen area, that sliding glass door. Again, that'll make a lot of sense when we go inside. And we'll just walk all the way around. There's the oil tank for your furnace. And neighboring properties are one of the schools, John W. McLeod Elementary School, I believe. So there we go. And we're right out to facing the street again, and there you can start to see the covered porch there. All right, so now we'll head back. I'll bring us up on the rear deck, and then we'll head back towards the front door. We'll go inside. So a great size rear deck. We also have a little privacy wall here, which is great. Now let's go right over to the corner. So lots of room here, propane barbecue, patio furniture, just great. And there's your view. All right, so now we'll head back to the front door. We'll head inside. There we go, there's your driveway, where we started the video a moment ago. You also have some storage under the wraparound porch there. Okay, so this is your front door. So once again, I'll just turn right around so you can see your view from the front door. And we started the video just on the street, just out there a moment ago. All right, so let's head inside. So it's all solid surface flooring throughout, and it looks great. Okay, so I'm on a tile floor when we enter in your foyer. So there's your coat and shoe closet. There's your access to the garage. and then your hardwood staircase going up to the main floor. There's your kitchen at the back of the house and so on. So let's start to open up all your closet doors, give you an idea of storage and whatnot. So the tile goes right through. There's just some mats down, and there's your shelf and rail across the top. So you just have some French doors, your closet doors. Now we'll go into the garage. So a great size garage. So there's your newer steel insulated doors, your garage door openers. Your electrical panel is just over there, breaker panel. So that's one of the windows that we walked by. I believe I may have said that was in the laundry room, but it's actually in the garage. And then when we go in the back, you'll see some more of those windows in the laundry room. And if I continue to turn around, this is going to be where your furnace room is. There we go. So there's your furnace. Okay, oil-fired furnace. Everything's in great shape. We just have a little crawl space there that's under lock and key. The owner just has some personal items stored in there, so that will be off limits. And there's your panels there for your automatic garage door openers here. We'll go right over to your electrical panel. I'll show you that now. So it's a 100 amp service, and soon there's going to be some heat pumps, and they'll be labeled here as well. And I'll just turn right around so you can see the view from here. You also have some shelving that the landlord left behind that you can use. So there's your view from this window. That's the side yard. Now we're walking towards the back. So we just walked through a little doorway here, you can see. And here is that window that I pointed to. There's the green bin and the deck. So you have some cabinetry here. Nice folding station there. So the whole house was cleaned, but this just needs a little bit more cleaning. So you might see a little bit of debris and dirt, but that'll all be cleaned up. And then we continue to walk, and then you have a utility sink, which is great here. And there's your washer and your dryer. And then you have some more storage just above them for soaps and whatnot. So which is what the great thing is that this is sort of access through the garage. So, you know, a lot of the time with newer houses, you have the washer and dryer in the house, maybe on the second floor or whatever, so you tend to hear them. But because of where they're located with this home, you're not going to be bothered by the noise of the washer and dryer at all. And you have lots of, like I said, a folding station here and lots of storage. So a great layout. Okay, so now we'll head back into the foyer. Here we go. So a little bit of storage just under your front steps. So now we're going to be going up the hardwood steps. So really beautiful windows, lots of natural light coming in. It's a really nice floor plan. So we have a more or less a pantry here, and then it opens right up. So there's the door going outside to the rear deck. You have a little fireplace, even though tenants can't burn in it because of insurance reasons. Another nice big window facing the backyard. There's open to your kitchen. And if I turn right around, there's you have your living room facing the front. There's your foyer, and there's your hardwood staircase going up to the next level. So what we'll do is we'll start at the front. So I'm on a beautiful hardwood floor, nice and clean. Nice new vinyl window, newer vinyl window. So you have a stationary piece of glass there, fixed piece of glass, and then you have windows with operators on each side. There's your view of the street and of the driveway. And I'll just turn right around. So you have beautiful, nice trim, crown moldings, really, really nice. Some upgraded light fixtures. So there's a little formal dining room area as designated by the light fixture, but of course you can use it however you wish. And that's where we just came from a moment ago. And a lot of the light fixtures are now LEDs, just like the one above my head right now. And now you can see the other access into the kitchen. Another glass door there going into the kitchen. So once again, this would be your formal dining as designated once again by the light fixture. And then you have a little pony wall open up to the other room there facing the street. And now we have a nice big glass door going out to the covered porch, the wraparound porch. So let's go there first. Let's open this up. So we have concrete for the flooring, and then you have your railing system, and it is a covered porch, as you can see. So there's your view when you walk out. You have a little gate there with stairs going down. You can see just right there. And that goes right around to where, almost where the front door is. And there's the window that we were just looking through a moment ago. And there's your front door. And here's your view from your front porch as it faces the street. Wonderfully quiet and peaceful. Okay, so now we'll head back inside. So there's where the covered part of the porch begins on the side of the home. All right. So there we go. We'll just close this door now. So really nice, big area. Certainly can facilitate any type of furniture that you have. All right, so now we're going into your kitchen. Really nice white kitchen, tile backsplash. We have a solid surface countertop here. And then we have more solid surface here. So wood there, and this is either a quartz or a Caesar stone. I can't remember offhand, but beautiful furniture or countertops. And then we have an undermounted sink, upgraded faucet, nozzle that extends. Here's your view when you're doing your dishes, just above your sink. And there's your view if I just go to the corner. So you have lots of cabinetry, lots of storage. There's your fridge. And if I continue to turn, there's going back out to the front room there. Okay, appliances wise, we have a full suite of appliances. You've already seen the washer and dryer, but there's the dishwasher. Once again, there's your sink and your stove, your range hood. You have a little shelf there for your microwave. There is power. You can see it just right there. And there's your fridge right there as well. From a cabinetry perspective, lots of cabinetry. So you have cabinetry here, glass inserts above the fridge, and I'll just do your uppers on this side. So there we go. And then your lowers in your sink area. And if I continue to turn, then you have more lowers here as well. So lots of room for preparing food and storage and cabinetry and all that great stuff. So really, really nice. And what's really nice is that this is open to the rear room here. So, and you have a couple of stools. They can remain if the tenant wants them to. And so you can engage your guests while you're preparing their food. So it's really, really nice. And I'll just back right up. Once again, there's your kitchen, which is open to the room just off of the kitchen. And I just have the door propped open so we can see the rear deck. And if I continue to turn, now you know where we are because we were just here a moment ago before we went forward. And I'll just open up your pantry. So you have some shelving near the top. So everybody loves a pantry, which is great. So lots of storage. All right, so I'll just go over to the corner. So this is how you get to the rear deck. You just open up the door and there's the rear deck, which we were just on a moment ago. And I'll just go over to the corner. Nice big window facing the rear of the property. Another view of your kitchen and your countertops and almost like your bar. There we go. Lots of pot lights, LED lights. Those are upgrades. So there's the fireplace. It's more decorative now because, again, for insurance reasons, tenants can't burn in it, but there's a really nice mantle there. So a nice stone exterior. Just your view from this area of the room. All right. So there we go. So that's more or less your main floor. Now we'll go up to the next level, which is bedrooms and bathrooms, and then the top floor, which is your master suite. So hardwood staircase once again. So we have an upgraded bathroom here, and then we have 4 bedrooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them does have a half bath, which is that bedroom right there. And then this goes up to almost like a penthouse area. So this goes up to your top floor, which is your master suite. Nice skylight there, and then you have another closet, and you just go through some French doors into the master suite. So, okay, so let's go back and we'll go into your upgraded bathroom, beautiful bathroom. So going from hardwood, I've been on hardwood for pretty much the whole time outside the foyer. And now we're going on to tile in your upgraded bathroom. You do have a closet in your bathroom, which is great for storage. There's your double vanity and mirrors, and you do have some open shelving there. Another great vinyl window facing the street. And there's your tub with an acrylic surround. There's the shower head. Nice and easy to clean and maintain. And of course, there's your toilet, just hiding, oh, there we go, behind the door there. And you also have another little floating shelf, and there's your exhaust fan. Really nice bathroom, and you can see all the natural light that's coming in all of the areas of the house. Okay, so we're going to stay on the left, and we'll sort of do a bit of a circle, and we'll come back to where we are now. So here's our first bedroom. So again, all hardwood floor everywhere. So we're walking in. This is facing the street. Another vinyl window. So there's your view. I'll just turn right around. Great sized room. Here's your view of the hallway. And if I open this up, bifold door, so the hardwood goes all the way through, and there's your shelf and rail across the top. All right, so back to the hallway. So that's bedroom number 1. Now we're going down to the end of the hallway. So this is bedroom number 2. So again, more hardwood floor. That's continuous. We are still facing the street with bedroom number 2. So there's your view. And turn right around. There's the bifold door for your closet and where we just came from a moment ago. And we'll just open this up for you. So again, hardwood floor there, and there's your shelf and rail across the top. Okay, so now we're going to be going into the largest of the bedrooms on this level. Nice and big. You have double windows, so one there and one there, which is great for a cross breeze. You can see the radiators. So those are hot water baseboard radiators, and again, it's an oil-fired furnace. So we'll talk about the heat pump now, actually. So I'm going to just go back downstairs because I forgot about when we were here. So there's going to be 2 heat pump heads going in. One is going to be installed right here. So a heat pump, a ductless heat pump, is an ambient air heat pump. So it's a forced air system. So it's going to shoot the air right down here. So that is great. It's going to provide the most cost-effective form of heating and air conditioning you can get in our province. So there's going to be one head here, which is going to service this area. And of course, it will go down the hallway here. So that will be one heat pump. So again, the most cost-effective form of heating and air conditioning that you can get in our province, given our climate. And then the other head is going to be up in the master bedroom. So now we'll go back to bedroom number 3. So again, beautiful hardwood floors. We've got 2 windows. This one facing the side of the property, and this one facing the rear of the property. You can see the back deck right there. And we have 2 nice big closets here with sliding glass doors. Just open those up. There's your shelf and rail across the top, and it goes all the way through. So it's one big closet. Lots of storage space, lots of closet space. And now we'll go into the half bath. So we're going from the hardwood to a tile. There's your vanity, your mirror, your light, exhaust fan, and your toilet. And you do have a little medicine cabinet with lock and key for prescriptions and that type of thing. All right, so that is bedroom number 3. Back to the hallway now. And now we're going into the 4th and final bedroom on this floor. So hardwood floor, we come in, another nice window, vinyl window, and we are facing the back of the property. So there's your deck. So there's your view. And turn right around. There's your closet with your bifold door. There's back out to the hallway. We'll just open this closet up as well. So just like the others, hardwood all the way through, and we have 2 shelves and 1 rail. Okay, so that finishes off this floor, and now we're going to be going up to the final level, almost like a penthouse suite, like I said. Hardwood staircase once again. So this is going to be sort of your 5th bedroom or your master suite. At the top of the stairs, we have more closet storage. You can see it there. And I'll just turn right around so you can get an idea of the floor plan. So that's where we were a moment ago. You have a fan right there with lights, and there you have a skylight. Okay, so these can be closed. I just have them open right now. So now we're going into the master suite through the French doors. We have an upgraded bathroom here. If I turn to the left, this is where the bed more than likely will go. This is going to be a walk-in closet. And right there, you can see this kind of funky looking shelving unit there. That's going to be removed, and that's where the second heat pump head is going to be installed. So again, forced air system. So that's going to service all of this area. And we also have sort of a bonus room or a den or an office or whatever you'd like to use it as. If you keep this door open, it'll service this area as well, and it might start to go down the hallway as well. So again, the most cost-effective form of heating and air conditioning in our province. So let's go to the left first. So we're up sort of in the attic. You can see some really neat angles here. We have some built-in shelves here, some storage. On the right-hand side, there's your walk-in closet. So as I said, this red shelving unit will be removed, and that's where your second smaller heat pump head will be installed, so we can shoot right down the hallway here. Really nice, pretty vinyl window. We are facing the back of the property, so there's your view. Little half moon there as well. And I'll just turn right around, so there's your built-in storage unit. And that's where we just walked a moment ago. And as you can see through from the plugs, one here, it's sort of designated this is where the bed would go. All right. So on the left-hand side, this is where the walk-in closet. So again, hardwood all the way through, and we have shelves and rails on both sides. See it here. And we'll continue on. So that's where we came through a moment ago. So now we'll go into the bathroom. So going from the hardwood to a tile. So there's your vanity, your mirror, your light. Your exhaust fan is just overhead, another skylight, and your toilet. We also have a floating cabinet there. And we'll just turn right around. And there is an upgraded shower, acrylic shower with a nice chunky glass door. And we do have the wand, just bumped my head. We do have the wand for the skylight right there to operate the skylights. They do open. Okay, so now we'll continue on over here. And now we're into that bonus rooms or a den or an office or whatever you'd like to use it as. So you can see the arched ceiling, and we also have a ceiling fan. So a nice big room, another beautiful vinyl window, and we're right at the top of the tree, and that's facing the street. You can see the driveway just to the right there. And I'll turn right around. So another great sized room. And you just see little accesses here. That's out to the eaves for storage and whatnot. And you can see the bedroom right down at the end of the hallway. So there you go. So as I said, one heat pump on the main floor, one in the master suite here, and that will be installed before a tenant moves in. So another wonderful upgrade for this beautiful executive home in a very sought after area of Halifax. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Chris Ryan. I'm a property manager here in Halifax. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a showing, please reach out. My phone number is 902-830-4465. Thanks again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.